Hi, I'm Catherine. So you went to the store and got a beautiful tropical plant because you know it cleans the air and it'll make your house more healthy. So now what do you do with it? Well, if you don't know the name and you don't know how to take care of it, there's a few basic things you can do. Almost all the plants that you buy as a house plant in the local stores are tropical plants. So chances are, unless it's an annual or perennial that's for outside, it's a tropical plant to grow in your house. So what is it like? Well, all tropical plants are used to temperature ranges between 60 and 80, which is why they're considered houseplants and grow well in your house. So the temperature range in your house should be adequate for a healthy houseplant. So the most critical two things are, what kind of light do I put it in and how do I water it? Some of the things that will give you clues are the texture, thickness, and color of the foliage. Plants that have more colorful leaves, reds, yellows, and oranges, are generally plants that require more light. So put them in a window, not right against the glass, but close to the window where it could get a couple hours of direct sun at some time during the day. The plants that are greener plants that have plainer foliage, something like your Chinese evergreen family, these leafy arrow-shaped leaves, those can grow in lower light. Most houseplants can grow in a window unless you live in Arizona or California or Florida. If you live in areas like that, you may want to put them farther away from the windows. So then the next most important thing is, how do you water it? Well, the thickness of the roots gives you a key to how often the plant needs water. You see, I lift up this Chinese evergreen and it has moderately thick roots throughout the pot. Well, what does that tell you? Really fine roots, like an English ivy, tiny, tiny little roots, those plants cannot be allowed to dry. This plant has a little bit of storage in the root, so let it dry about an inch or two down into the soil and then soak it thoroughly. Drench it and then let it dry. When you have a plant like this, you come home and you go, oh, the plant's so big I have to repot it right away. Well, if it's the spring and summer, repot it. If it's the fall and winter, they don't grow a lot of roots at that time of year. You're better off waiting. So let's take a look at these roots. You see they're much more dense, much more thick, and many more roots. So what happens, the difference between the care of this plant and this plant, they're both different varieties of Chinese evergreen. Well, as you can see, the density and thickness of the foliage of this plant will dry out much more often. Same system, drench it and allow it to dry. But it may dry once a week, whereas your smaller one with less roots may take 2 weeks or 3 weeks before it dries. So soak it, don't leave it sitting in water, and don't water it again till it needs it. Other kinds of plants have different kinds of roots. So see how these are fine? See how it falls apart as you come lift it out? If it has finer roots, it requires more careful watering and less time between waterings. And if it has thicker roots, you can let it dry. Like your cactus and succulents, they have really thick tap roots. They have to dry thoroughly between waterings. So enjoy your new house plant. Don't be afraid to take off some of the old leaves. It is natural in the acclimatization period, which takes about 4 to 6 weeks, that the oldest leaves will come off of the plant from the bottom. Take them off, don't count them. Up to a third of the leaves could acclimate in its new location at your house. And don't worry, just drench it, dry it, and put it in good bright light. Enjoy!